Hello everybody and welcome to another Prairie 3D demo. Today we're going to be going over some overpasses here. This is Circle Drive North, the 2nd Avenue overpass. I'm currently in the LiDAR view, so as you can see we can look at this in 360 degrees. I drove underneath the overpass, so we'll be checking out the details that we can see underneath. Each of those blue dots there is a camera picture. We'll go into one of those in a second here. And all of those other tiny little dots are all GPS points. Now, each of those GPS points can be related to in the pictures. We'll go into a picture here. So as you can see, this is a pretty detailed picture of the underneath of the bridge. Those are 5 megapixel cameras on there. We're going to do a quick scan about. Looks good to me. So what we're going to do in a second here is we're going to see what our clearance is. So I'm gonna go to my measurement tool, and I'm gonna measure from the top to the ground to the shoulder, and I'm gonna look in the left corner there, and I'm gonna see that this is a 5.7 meter clearance on the shoulder. Now, this is practical if you're going through a route that you haven't gone through a lot. Somebody new to town maybe might want to check this, and just to make sure exactly what all the routes are, we can confirm this. There's also GPS points for each of those. As you can see on the left side there where my mouse is, there's elevations, there's northings and eastings. So if a point is too low, then you can know exactly where that is. I'm going to go to the other side of the street, and that measurement that I took in that other picture, you can see in this picture. The arrow is going through the standard there just because that's how the software works. Now, what it's actually measuring is those little dots that I was showing you before. So on the back of this machine, there's a LiDAR unit, and it takes 1.3 million LiDAR points a second. And that's what we're going to measure from. So now I'm going to go across the road. I'm going to do shoulder to shoulder so I know exactly what the width of the road is. Get those GPS points like I did before, and it looks like it's a little above 11.5 meters wide. So then you can check for consistency. Say somebody paved a road for you and you wanted to know exactly how much they did. We could drive over it, we could measure it, and we could tell you exactly how wide it is throughout the whole section that they paved. Going to go into the LiDAR view here. See, those measurements are viewable in the LiDAR view as well as the picture view. And the LiDAR view is actually what is used to measure things. I actually had clicked on little dots that show in the picture that are overlaid, and that's what I measured with. I'm just going to give you a better view here. So I have 2 separate scans here. This is with just the westbound scan open, so you can see exactly what it looks like with a little bit less noise. And then I'm going to turn off the westbound one and turn on the eastbound one here, and so you can see exactly what it looks like going from that way. So you can have it overlaid, different LiDAR scans. Those are from 2 different days. So say I wanted to come back year after year. I wanted to check how much the road cracked. I wanted to check how much the road gave. I wanted to check the repairs. I wanted to note those repairs for future people who would be working on that road. For people, maybe there was a service put in. There was a gas line or a water line or a fiber optic line or something like that was put in. Then I could mark that down, and I would have the GPS points of those, and I could know exactly where those points are should there ever be an issue. Just a little bit of a 3D view here. And that is all for today. Thank you.